Nothing yet. Coming in, it has to sit. Full 8-foot or better. Full 8-foot, it slides back, and it's going to be a steal for the win. 2 points stolen by Japan, and they find a way to come back and knock off Korea as that one slid too far. And Japan, Satsuki Fujisawa and company are off to China in the grand final. A 7-6. Exciting finish. Reaction of the bench. Disappointment as that draw slides deep. Kim Min-ji unable to come up with the draw. They didn't play their best game, but Japan comes out on top. We're the best team all week long. Struggled a bit in the final, but they held it together and got a mistake from the 19-year-old. The most key point. So Japan are your women's winner here in Omaha. They'll get to the grand final. They'll get the $20,000 U.S. payoff for their work here. That was a lot of fun. Exciting finish. And we still have one more yet to come here today. We'll get into the men's game as well in just a little bit, but what a women's final. Back and forth. Here's the final shot of the game again. Kim Min-ji draw the 8-foot to try and win the title. They seem to like it. It was pretty good throughout. Just needed to take that curl. They're hoping for it to pick up the curl and stop. And it slides too far as Fujisawa drags it past. Disappointment for Korea. Game they had full control of. They were up 2 with 2 to play. And Japan steals their way to victory. Steal in 7, steal in 8. And avenge a loss in the Pacific Championship Final. 2 of the 3 winners are already declared in Omaha. Japan winning the women's final. Norway wins the mixed doubles earlier today to join all 3 Canadian teams in the grand final. We have Sweden and Nicholas Edin taking on John Schuster and Team USA. Coming up later today, the men's final in the Curling World Cup. Has been quite an event so far to cap it off with the home country taking on Sweden in an Olympic final rematch. There's still a third leg to come, and let's look at the women's standings before they got to the final. Japan, 5-1 record, the top team throughout round robin, and they come on top with a win in the final against Korea, who went 4-2 in round robin. We'll go home with plenty of points for Korea and a lot of money, $10,000 for being the runner-up, plus the $6,000 for their round robin wins. We await the ceremony. Here's the prize money, men and women's pools. Korea with 4 wins, they get $6,000. Japan, $7,500 for their wins, plus $20,000 for winning the event goes to Japan, losing $10,000 to Korea.
Well, what a game. Congratulations. Curling World Cup gold medalist. How does that feel?
I'm very so happy to win because we didn't win any championship in this season, so I'm very excited.
It was a great final and a great comeback. You must be very proud of your team.
Yes, we have a great sweeper and a good teammate. So yes, we had a good game.
And now off to Beijing to the grand final. That sounds good.
Very happy. Yeah. So next Olympics in Beijing. So we're very happy to play in Beijing this season.
Well, many congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, Satsuki Fujisawa in Japan, yes, the very happy, joyous celebration winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony for Curling World Cup Omaha Women. Please welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by Ms. Kate Caitness, President, World Curling Federation, accompanied by Lindsay Toussaint, Director of Events, Omaha Sports Commission. Gold medalists in Curling World Cup Omaha winner, Team Fujisawa. Eureka Yoshida. Yumi Suzuki. Chinami Yoshida. Satsuki Fujisawa. Coach J.D. Lin. Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, the Curling World Cup Omaha winners.
well. It was a wild finish, 7-6. Sixth end women's final. And Japan, chances trying to figure out draw weight, fighting it all game long. And here, left with a hit for two, a chance to score two. Unable to with the hit. And only one for Japan in that sixth end. Japan had to go on the steal. After getting one in behind, they came a little bit deep, left an opening. Kim Min-ji playing the run back. Just narrowly over the top. And it's a steal of one for Japan. In the eighth end, a 1-point game on the line. And Japan line three. Put the pressure on Kim Min-ji. But she has the 8-foot to get to pick up the win. Needs the 8-foot. Sweepers off, not touching this one until Fujisawa gets on it for Japan, sweeps it back, and it goes far enough that it is a steal of two, and Japan steals 3 points in the last two ends to win the Curling World Cup. Seven, 6 the final is Japan winning over Korea. Here's how round-robin play finished up. Japan with a 5-1 record, then Korea, Canada, and Scotland all at 4-2. Sweden 3-3, Russia and the U.S. finishing 2-4, and China 0-6. In the men's side, Sweden and the U.S. both at 5-1, then Scotland, Norway, China all at 3-3. Switzerland, Japan 2-4, Canada rounding it out 1-5. And in mixed doubles, Switzerland a perfect 6-0 record in round-robin. Norway and the U.S. at 4-2. But U.S. had one shootout win, so one less point. Korea 3-3, Canada, China, Russia all 2-4, and Sweden 1-5 to round out the mixed doubles field. And this is where we sit. Canada won all three disciplines in leg one. Leg two, Norway winning the mixed doubles, Japan winning the women's final you just saw, and later on we have Sweden versus the U.S. for the men's title at the Curling World Cup. Winner to the grand final. See you for the men's final. For Rona Howie, myself, Luke Coley, our entire crew. Thanks for watching.